finished in years. And all the quilts I make are twin size because, let's see, what did I do wrong? I better see what I did, because that shouldn't have happened. So, let me see. Let me go slow again. Okay, back to normal. Every once in a while I want to go too fast. I'm on this last row before I roll up the quilt. And then I'm going to do a loop-de-loop and go back up and do a little circle and stop. Now I'm going to go to the front of the machine and cut the thread off. Okay, that's a warning sign right there. Let me check my bobbin. Okay, my bobbin is okay. Let me reattach the bobbin. Snap that into place. Okay. I'm gonna get up. Oh, look. You see how the thread got caught into the bobbin winder? Okay, that was what it was stuck and why it was making all that noise. It was locked into there. I'm glad it happened at the end and it didn't happen in the beginning. Got my okay, now it's tight. Oh, let me move this over some. It's not in between the plates. Okay, that's another thing you really have to keep an eye on, that your thread goes in between your tension plates. If they're not in the tension plates before you start, it's not going to sew very well. Okay, so let me put my thread back into its case, back in there, in the spool holder. Keep an eye on where that thread is going. Hold it taut. There. I've got a good, I know it's in a good spot. Okay, so now I'm going to roll up the hoop, and I'm going to unlock the PVC fiberglass pipe from the Flint quilt frame and this side, and then go to the other side and go to the other side. Those get removed going towards you, these get removed going away from you. I have the roll gain. Let me show you this clamp. There's a button right here. I'm going to release that button. That releases the clamp. I'm going to release the roll gain ribbon and go to the other end and do the same thing. Push the button. That releases the clamp that I purchased for this. This is how I was thinking of how was I going to make this work. How was I going to be able to use the Flint quilt frame on this Larry's Easy Quilter number 2. And the reason why it's a number 2, the number 1 is small, which is really good for real small projects. So roll my quilt up and then lock it in place. Now I'm going away from me, and now I'm going to lock it going towards me. These teeth will align with this teeth on the PVC pipe. PVC fiberglass pipe. And now this is locked into place, and I have to slide this towards me. I keep pushing it away from me. Make sure it's closer to you. Now I'm going to tighten up this. See, I'm right at the end. This is the end of the quilt right here. This is the end of the quilt. I can see the name. but I can still roll it up. And you can see the batting is still back there, so I have to do a little bit, tiny bit more. I'm so excited. You can't believe that I have done this. When I first started yesterday morning, when I added this quilt to the frame, and I was using the other two sewing machines, it took me hours to do that. And I was like, the needle was breaking. I couldn't do but less than 3 inches. That's all the space was giving to me. And the more you roll this up, the less space you have. So it wasn't working. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to take out that baby lock sewing machine, heavy as it is, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm determined to use it. That determination helped. My own motivation helped me. Okay, so let's see. Tighten those up. I need to redo this. Hold on. I don't think the teeth are locked in there. Let's unlock this. There shouldn't be any slack. Let's see if the teeth are locking into place. Okay. And make sure the teeth are locked into place. I don't see one video on this particular Larry's quilter frame anywhere on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to lock that into place. Make sure that the teeth are locked into the other side. And same on this. They should line up and lock into place. It shouldn't move. Now I can tighten this up. And this was my own reconstruction of this. I haven't seen anybody on YouTube doing it, so I'm going to upload this video sometime this week after I do a lot of editing. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that I'm not pulling this so tight with the Rogaine ribbon otherwise. And this is the Rogaine ribbon that comes originally with the Flint quilting frame. And I slide it underneath here. There's plenty of room. I get the safety pin, put my hands underneath, and place the first one. Oops, came out, but that's okay. I'm going to go on the other side just to do the other one all at once. Okay, slide that in. Safety pin that down, secure it into place. Making sure you got all 3 pieces, that you have your backing, your batting, and your top quilt. Now I'm going to slide that in. I'm going to get the clamp. This is the trigger that's going to lock it in place. This is the button that releases it. I already have it how I want it. I'm going to tighten this up. Now I'm going to use the trigger to tighten that ribbon up. And that ribbon is tight. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the other side and do the same thing. I'm going to pull the Rogaine ribbon. I'm going to see if I can release it just a wee bit. There it goes. And then I'm going to trigger that, tighten that up. Listen to that. That is one tight drum. Okay? And that's how you load it up. I haven't shown you how to actually roll everything up. I do have a video on how to sew on all the PVC pipes. But what I'm trying to learn is how can I put my material. See, now that I see how it's done, I know that if I just put the material this way, I can most likely just baste it here, roll it all up, and then baste it on the other side, roll that side all up, add my batting and my top quilt and roll this all up, and this would really be time saver for me, because so far I've been doing it the other way, is having all the PVC fiberglasses on the table and doing it the way I've learned how to do it. But I haven't actually thought about, why don't I just take the bottom backing and see how this is, and just sew it. It's coming apart from here. The pin came out. See, I have some of it pinned on. That's something you have to really keep an eye on. And my basting stitch is coming out too. So first thing is first, I'm going to pin this back on here. You can pin it, you don't have to base it. I used to pin it before. And then I'm going to get one of my wonder clamps. The basting stitch came out. No, that's not going to work. Let me just get a safety pin. I use every little jar I can think of. This used to be my salt and my sugar. You know how you have your sugar and creamer, and then I stopped using all that stuff. So I'm going to release this trigger by pressing the button. That releases that. So I can grab a hold of this. Somehow it got loose. Now I can just pin it with my safety pin. While I'm doing that, I'm going to look at the end. This one is still good. It's just all crinkled. But I'm not going to sew there anyway, but it needs to be stabilized. Okay, so pull this tight. I have it going up, and there's a reason why. If I was to do it this way and I started triggering the trigger to lock it in place, the whole wooden frame would start buckling up. So you don't want that. Okay, tighten that up so it doesn't move. It's tight. Excellent. Let me put everything away now. Keep whatever I need right there. Just keep me close by. I tried to use my cone holder and it fits perfectly over here, but it doesn't seem to work on the machine. It goes too long, so don't do that. If your machine has a cone holder, use it. I wasn't thinking. Okay, so now all I have to do is re-thread it, bring up the bobbin thread, finish this whole area here. Once that's done, I know I can do 7 rows. I couldn't even do that on those other sewing machines. I was only able to do 2. Lucky if I got 3. When I got to the end, I could only do 1, almost 1.5, because it gets thicker here. This is a 9.5-inch throat plate from the needle all the way to the back. And like I said, I thought I wasn't able to use it, and lo and behold, I am so happy that I finally got it where I need it. So let me show you the back of this quilt frame. Get a good bird's eye view. I also have a auxiliary plug. Okay, this is the plug that's to my, this is this plug. Okay, I unplugged it. Okay, this is the that's the light. Oh, I thought it was a different plug. I'm sorry, I'm all confused. Okay, this goes so it's on the floor. Okay, this goes to my FOF sewing machine. It's okay, I'm not using it, so let me just wind it up so I don't want to fall. Make sure you have plenty of room so the machine can go back and forth. Okay, I have this piece of wood here because when I'm finished taking everything apart and I'm ready to, break everything down and fold everything up and put everything away, this folds away really sweetly. Whoever invented this, kudos to you, because I'm surprised they didn't sell a lot of these. I can't find them anywhere to buy. I just been looking and searching on YouTube for these on sale. There's nothing. So if you were lucky and fortunate enough to get one of these, hold on to them. Pass them on. If you bought a new quilting frame and you moved on to something more advanced and something more expensive, give that to your son or to your daughter or your grandson or your niece and show them how to use that. Pass this awesome tradition, because we are losing our tradition by buying so many things, because it's easy and quick. But if you can learn how to make them and somehow profit from them, or give them as gifts, or donate them to your favorite charity. There's the Linus Project. There's so many hospitals that are in need of quilts, small quilts, lap quilts, baby quilts, senior homes that need quilts. So you can go out to the community and talk to these people and say, look what I've made. I've got 5 of these quilts and I love sewing. Can I bring them to you, to the veterans hospitals, to places that are in crisis, women that are in crisis, or even men that are in crisis, rehabilitation places, to your local fire department, to the police department, because a lot of times people need a blanket, and it would be nice to know that your blanket is going somewhere to somebody. Well, anyway, there it is. This is the back of it. This is the platform. This is on the rollers. I wanted to show you. They're just simple office chair rollers. And like I said, Lowe's has some really professional ones. I've already measured these, and I measured the circumference, and actually the book, the little pamphlet that comes and tells you how big they are. So I could take that wheel, go to Lowe's and tell them that I'm looking for a more professional wheel, something that will glide on my table. Take the whole platform with you and tell them what you would like and how you would like it to glide, and I'm sure the person there can show you how to do that. But that's the back. That's what it looks like. That's how I converted this Flynn quilting frame, free motion quilting frame, how I attached it to the Larry's Easy quilting frame. There are hinges here. Hinges, so this, when you're ready, it folds up, everything gets unscrewed. You can take these bolts out, fold them up. They fold really nice and neatly, into a small little package, and I can put them back in the box. The same with the Flint quilt frame. Everything breaks down, put it, hang it up in my storage unit, and I'm ready when I want to do my next quilt. So I want to thank you for joining me. I love you all, and God bless America. Bye.